My name is Manuel Schabus. I'm a cognitive neuroscientist. I'm the speaker of the doctoral program Imaging the Mind, and I'm doing research on sleep and memory, consciousness and cognition. I would say my main research fields are brain science and sleep. So what is the brain doing after learning? So like replay of information and consolidation of information. On the other hand, baby research. So what is the baby brain learning before birth already, and can we identify immediately after birth this activity? And last but not least, disorder of consciousness patients, like coma patients, post-comatose patients, to see if these patients still are perceiving something of the outside world, also they cannot respond with motor behavior or with speech. The doctoral program Imaging the Mind is very special because it has all the methods which you are needing for cognitive neuroscience. We are doing EEG, electroencephalography for brain waves. We are doing hormone analysis as well as eye tracking in the lab. And in the clinic we have the opportunity to do magnetoencephalography for measuring magnetic fields in the brain, as well as functional magnetic resonance imaging, which is measuring the oxygen saturation of the blood in the brain. And all this repertoire basically are obviously available to all of our students here in Salzburg. I would say the most surprising moments in my research were that the sleeping brain learns actively during sleep. So if I let you learn something right now and I test you, you are worse now than tomorrow morning, which is strange because then something active has to happen during sleep. And that's exactly what we are finding. We are finding this for motor learning, when you do a motor movement like tennis playing, as well as if you learn vocabulary, for example. Another thing which was really surprising to us was that the baby can learn before birth rather easy stimuli like the voice of the mother, and can then distinguish the voice of the mother as compared to other female voices right after birth. And last but not least, of course, post-comatose patients after a severe brain injury can perceive much more information than we believe. So they really perceive still their own name as compared to another name more strongly, or they perceive a familiar voice as compared to an unfamiliar voice more strongly. I would say basic research plays a fundamental role because it is the fundament of all the research which is also applied afterwards. So if you think about the sleeping brain, for example, we don't even know exactly what the healthy sleeping brain is doing. And as long as we don't understand the healthy brain, it is very difficult to make specialized inferences about the pathological, about the diseased brain. For this reason, we believe that you need to do first fundamental research, and then you can do specialized patient research afterwards. The big opportunity here in Salzburg was to get FWF-funded research programs, which allowed us to build up a sleep lab here together with colleagues in Vienna. And then we could establish a real sleep unit, which was rather successful, and therefore it was funded for a longer time here in Salzburg. The FWF plays a central role for our research here in Salzburg. On the one hand, they funded most of our machines for cognitive neuroscience, from the EEG to the magnetoencephalography to the magnetic resonance imaging, but also, of course, by funding research projects of the PIs here and for all the doctoral programs which we have here in Salzburg since 8 years now. This allows to always have a very stimulating atmosphere and very interesting students here which are able to publish on an international level.